Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to my channel. I'm Mystic Genie. This reading is for the sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers, you are welcome here, but remember, roles can be reversed. This reading is being recorded on August 6, 2022. But regardless of the date, remember, there's no time with spirit. Time has been created by man. But if you were guided here, you were meant to hear something at this point in time. Please only take what resonates. Don't try to force anything. You'll feel in your spirit if this message is for you. This is a collective general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everyone. If it doesn't resonate, check your other placements. You may resonate with those more. If you would like a more personal reading, my info's in the description box below. This is a new channel. If you like it, please subscribe and hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when I upload a new video. Your likes, shares, and comments are much appreciated and help the channel to grow. So now, without further ado, Spirit, let's do life with Scorpio. Spirit, we're going to do a Celtic cross for the special person in Scorpio's life, the person that they're thinking about now that's heavy on their heart, mind, and soul. Holy Spirit, guardian angels, angels of light, beloved ancestors and archangels, please give us messages for Scorpio, for their guidance, the highest good, for themselves and all involved. Give clarity and concise messages. Thank you, Spirit. Please tell us, Spirit, what's in the heart of Scorpio's person's energy. What is in the heart of Scorpio's person's energy? Remember, if the roles could be reversed here. Ten of Wands. That's the Ten of Wands. Heavy burdens. Crossing over that. Crossing over. What's crossing over, Spirit? The Lovers. So your person and yourself. It's a heavy burden. Now the Lovers in the original tarot was the choice. The choice card. A choice in love, like a big decision about in a very important relationship. When I say love, love isn't always like an intimate lover. It could be, love, family member, a friend, any kind of where, the heart is involved. So this person or yourself, remember, I'm not going to keep saying your person or yourself. Someone here has a heavy burden making this decision about love. We'll clarify later. Recent past for Scorpio's person. Spirit, please. Recent past. The Wheel of Fortune. Distant past. Seven of Pentacles. Challenge. Challenge. The Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Immediate future. The World. In this person's heart and soul. Four Cups. Hopes. Scorpio's person's hopes. Three cards flipped out. The Knight of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Emperor. Interesting. Fears. The Queen of Pentacles. And the outcome. Oh. Queen of Pentacles and the Tower and the fears. And the outcome. The Empress. The bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming. The Page of Wands. The Four of Wands. And the Fool. So we have the World and the Fool here, so just so you know, the next card was Justice. Let's clarify. I always like to clarify each card because in tarot, you know, you lay down the first cards and you could read it one thing, but when Spirit clarifies, that's why it says clarify, because it's clarifying exactly what Spirit's trying to say. Holy Spirit, guardian angels, angels of light, beloved ancestors, and archangels, please clarify with precision and clarity the message you are trying to share with us today for our highest good and the highest good of all. Why is the Ten of Wands here? And the Lovers. The Empress. Why the Empress? Page of Pentacles. One more, Spirit, please. Page of Cups. So you might be dealing with somebody a little, younger than you, or at least, not as mature. So you got the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is the student. And you can see in this card, they're observing. They know they're dealing with an Empress here. That's why it's the Ten of Wands. It's her choice. And because you got an Empress and you have pages here, this could be a heavy burden when when someone's immature and the other person's very mature. One doesn't have experience, the other one has a lot of experience and wisdom. This page is stressed out, making this choice. Maybe they feel a little bit, like insufficient. That's what I'm feeling here, some insufficiency. But there's, the Page of Cups, there's love. They want to offer this cup of love. But this can also be an apology. We'll see as we clarify if there's an apology necessary here, because, sometimes when somebody's immature, they have a difficult time apologizing. That's something with wisdom and with maturity that you learn that, when you forgive, you're relieving yourself. Not as much as the other person, but also the apology relieves you too, whether the other person accepts your apology or not. At least you relieve your conscience and your spirit that you apologize. That's why even in these 12-step programs and all that, one of the steps is to, make restitution, to apologize. You don't know if the other person is going to accept it or not, but it doesn't matter. And it works the same way with forgiveness. When you forgive someone, you're not letting them off the hook. You're letting yourself off the hook. Okay, why is the Wheel of Fortune here, Spirit, in the recent past? The Wheel of Fortune could be divine timing. We've got the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is the card of, setting intentions. It's like if you're shopping, online shopping, and you put all kinds of stuff in your cart, you're intending on buying them, but you quite haven't made the complete decision to hit the make the purchase button. Why the Two of Wands, Spirit, is here with the Wheel of Fortune? Why is the Two of Wands here with the Wheel of Fortune, Spirit? The Sun. Why the Sun? Why the Sun, Spirit? The Sun is the happy card, but it also can mean clarity. Clarity, do you push that purchase button? Am I making the right decision here? The Wheel of Fortune is divine timing, but it also, the wheel spins, and you can either spin it and move forward, or you could have the wheel stuck, or sometimes repeat a cycle and put the wheel backwards, which is the worst thing to do. Anyhow, why, Spirit, is the Sun here? What are you telling us? The Magician. Death. I want one more, please. The Ace of Wands. This person here, you're yourself, wants to be clear. And manifest an ending to the old cycle, and let the wheel spin forward into a passionate new beginning. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here in the distant past? The King of Pentacles. Now, the King of Pentacles in the tarot stands for somebody stable, strong, confident, has all their, shit together, but also too could stand for a husband, the male person in a committed relationship, the male energy. Why the King of Pentacles? It's with the Seven of Pentacles that we're clarifying, which can be an investment, or it could also be time, long time contemplating. We have the Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. What I'm feeling is this person here is thinking about their commitment, what they're committed to, but at the same time, they don't want to be left out in the cold. But also, too, it could go another way here. It could mean that they don't want to be left out in the cold, or they don't want to give up their independence. So they want to be committed, but at the same time, they want to have their independence. So that's sometimes very difficult for people to do in a relationship, is to be in a committed relationship where, you work as a team and you rely on each other, but at the same time, you're your own person. You have your own dependence, and you trust the other person independently as well. In the challenge, we have the Knight of Cups. Spirit, why is the Knight of Cups a challenge? This is like your, knight in shining armor. Why is it a challenge for this person? The Knight of Cups, why is it a challenge? Why is the Knight of Cups a challenge? Why is the Knight of Cups a challenge, Spirit? Oof. The Ten of Swords came out in reverse. So, there was some kind of an ending here, rough, tough, dramatic ending. And the Knight of Cups is the challenge because, when something ends bad, sometimes it's difficult to come back from it. Why is this person, the Three of Wands, they're contemplating, is there a future after this terrible ending? If I come and I offer my love, is it possible to have a future? They're not sure of the future because, when you have a bad ending, it takes a lot of healing and a lot of forgiveness and a lot of work to move forward into the future. Three of Wands, find the Three of Wands. One more, Spirit. Thank you. Five of Cups. They're really regretting whatever happened in the past. They have regret. They also regret because they didn't, see in this card here, she's holding the Two Cups of Love. They didn't, whatever happened here, I don't know, it's going to be different for everybody, but whatever happened here, somebody didn't pay attention to the Two Cups. That's two people loving each other, committed to each other. Instead, there were three cups there, and one is spilt. And this person isn't even focused on the Two Cups because they feel so bad with their heads down. This person may even be depressed. Okay, in the immediate future, we have the world. My Spirit is the world here. It's a good thing to see in the immediate future because the world is the end of a cycle. The moon, ooh, and the Ace of Swords. So, the moon here sometimes is fear. Sometimes it's, not knowing, the unknown. And the Ace of Swords is the sword of the truth. A truthful, honest new beginning. And this person or yourself is not sure or fearing or clouded after this ending here, ending the cycle. Can there be an honest, straightforward new beginning? One more, Spirit. One more. One more, Spirit. The Hermit. So this person has gone through the dark night of the soul. They might be even quiet. You're probably not even in contact with this person. There's a possibility that there's been no contact here for some time. But this person right now is contemplating. When I look at the Hermit, I look at the Hermit as like the Holy Spirit that guides us. And as you can see here, he's an older man, so he has wisdom. And he's holding the lantern because the lantern represents not looking too far out into the future, looking for the outcome, but to take it one step at a time. The divine, the Holy Spirit is gonna direct you one step at a time. But you gotta take that first step. And he'll light the way each step of the way. One more for the Hermit, please, Spirit. Yes. The Chariot. Movement forward. Fast moving forward. Moving for victory ahead. Confident movement forward. Why is the Four of Cups in this person's heart and soul? Four of Cups is a missed opportunity. You know, God gives us opportunities all the time. But sometimes, you know, it doesn't matter if you're given the opportunity, you have to take it. Why is the Four of Cups here? The Star could be dealing with an Aquarius. The Star is our hopes, healing, hopes and wishes. Why the Star, Spirit? The Page of Cups. I want to apologize and move forward and offer a cup of love. Could be sorry, because the Four of Cups could be a card of rejection too, like they were too busy making everything else or someone else or something else a priority instead of yourself, and this person's apologizing because they realize that you are their wish fulfillment, their star. Look at this. On a pedestal, because you're special. Why is the Emperor, the Three of Swords, and the Knight of Swords here in the hopes? Yes. The Lovers. So the Emperor takes charge. The Knight of Swords comes straight and to the point. And it could be here because I'm seeing the Three of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Emperor. Maybe this person, you know, did a Three of Swords. Whatever it is, it's going to be different for everyone. And ran. That's why you see the Knight of Swords. He ran from it. But now the Emperor is going to take charge and make things right. And the Emperor is responsible for not just himself. And remember, gender doesn't matter here, but I'm going to go according to the cards. The Emperor is in charge of a bunch of people being dependent on them. So when they make a decision, it has to be for the good of all. And we have the Lover's card here, which is the choice again where we were when we started. So they're hoping to make the right choice for the good of all. Why is the fear? Spirit, the Queen of Pentacles, which the Queen of Pentacles is confident, knows her worth, accomplished, female energy. But also, too, in the tarot, it also represents a wife or the female role in a relationship. Why the Queen of Pentacles in the Tower? Why is this a fear spirit? Oh. See, we have Justice and the Four of Wands. So I'm thinking here that there is a marriage. If it's not a marriage, it's definitely a committed relationship here. They want to do the right thing. And they know that the right thing has to be done for this situation, for this relationship. Because they don't want to cause another tower. And they fear causing another tower. They also are afraid of the Queen of Pentacles because they did cause a tower. It could go many different ways. This is a collective reading. It's going to be different for everyone. Spirit, finally, in our outcome, can you please tell us why the Empress is here in the outcome? The Devil. Why the Devil? The Seven of Swords. The Six of Swords. And the High Priestess. See how this High Priestess here has her crystal ball and her tarot cards and she's looking into the future. So, the Seven of Swords is somebody who, somehow manipulated, lied, cheated, some sort of deception, some sort of shitty shit went down. And the Devil's here because they're afraid. Or they feel bad. That the Empress is mad. And maybe not able to forgive. Because the devil will hold us stuck and not let us forgive. Forgive the Seven of Swords. And in the future, the Six of Swords, which is moving on to peace and calmer waters, leaving everything behind. If you take it with you into the future, you're only going to repeat the cycle. You have to leave it behind. And you see they're in a hot air balloon here with the propeller. That means leave the past behind. Fly away. Fly away. Heal. Let peace fill your heart. Let the divine guide you. Go with the flow. Forget the past, forgive the past, and move forward in peace. You know what you don't see coming? We have the Page of Rods, which is the Page of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Fool. And also, too, the Four of Wands is the marriage card here again. So I'm thinking this is a committed relationship for sure. The Page of Wands is the adventurous, the ready to go. You see in this card here, his head's kind of down because He kind of feels a little shameful. He's not showing his face completely. It's shameful. But he's ready to take the chance, take the adventure, make it to the finish line, and just take the leap of faith. How beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Look at how this reading ends. The Ace of Cups. How beautiful. That's your reading, Scorpio. And I always want to leave you with a message from my heart and soul. And that is, when you wake up in the morning, before you rise out of bed and your feet hit the ground, call out to God. Put on your helmet of salvation. Put on the full armor of God. The helmet of salvation, the breastplate of righteousness, the shield of faith, the sword of the word, and shod your feet in truth and peace. And ask God to let the angels guide you down the path of least resistance to all your heart's desires, because that's why God brought us here, is to have superabundant lives full of peace, love, happiness, and tranquility. God bless you, Scorpio. Please remember, like, subscribe, share, and comment. I appreciate it. God bless.